Okay, the hour of 6 o'clock having arrived, we're going to call the regular meeting of the Sherman Village Board to order. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Gray?
Yes.
Trustee Hahn?
Yes.
Trustee Long?
Yes.
Trustee Rockford?
Yes.
Trustee Schultz?
Yes.
Trustee Tim?
Yes.
President Clatfelter?
Yes, with 7 members of the village board present, a quorum being established, we're going to proceed with the order of business as set forth on the agenda. For the record, today is Tuesday, June 4th of 2019. We are at the Village Hall. Location is 401 St. John's Drive in Sherman, Illinois. The time is 6 o'clock. It's a regular meeting. Moving through in the opening brings us to the Pledge of Allegiance, which I would like to ask everybody to stand and face the flag. Let's have Mr. Ryan Keith. Why don't you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance this evening?
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sir, need to set the agenda. The agenda's been posted 48 hours in advance of the meeting in accordance with the Open Meetings Act. There are no action items added to the agenda without supermajority approval. So that being said, any trustees seeking emergency rules. But any trustees seeking recognition for discussion purposes only, can you forward those to the chair at this time? Seeing none, the chair will entertain a motion to set the agenda. Trustee Gray makes a motion, seconded by Trustee Hahn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the ayes have it. The agenda is set. Clerk's report, presentation of the May 21st, 2019 meeting minutes are approved for, are presented for approval. Clerk's presented those in your board member packet. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes as presented by the clerk? Seeing none, the chair will entertain a motion to approve the May 21st, 2019 minutes. The motion has been made by Trustee Rockford, seconded by Trustee Long. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Gray?
Yes.
Trustee Hahn?
Yes.
Trustee Long?
Yes.
Trustee Rockford?
Yes.
Trustee Schultz?
Yes.
Trustee Tim?
Yes.
6 members voting yes and none voting no, the minutes are adopted and will be added to the village website for inspection and viewing. Semi-annual review of the executive session minutes, that will happen actually in executive session, right? Correct? No, we don't need it.
No, we don't need it. We just
Yeah.
need to keep the closed session.
That's right. So, item number 2 is the semi-annual review of the executive session minutes. As we've done in the past, the board will vote to keep those minutes closed. Is there any discussion regarding this? Seeing none, the chair would entertain a motion to approve and keep the executive session minutes closed at this time. Is there a motion to that effect? Trustee Gray makes a motion, seconded by Trustee Hahn. Trustee Hahn seconds it. Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Trustee Gray?
Yes.
Trustee Hahn?
Yes.
Trustee Long?
Yes.
Trustee Rockford?
Yes.
Trustee Schultz?
Yes.
Trustee Tim?
Yes.
6 members voting yes, none voting no. That measure is adopted and approved. Item number 3 is the presentation of the bills for approval. We need to pay the bills. Bills have been presented to the Board of Trustees. Any trustees with questions, seeking recognition on the bills? Okay, seeing none, we need a motion to pay the bills. Is there a motion to that effect? How about Trustee Schultz on this one? Trustee Schultz makes a motion, seconded by Trustee Gray. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Gray?
Yes.
Trustee Hahn?
Yes.
Trustee Long?
Yes.
Trustee Rockford?
Yes.
Trustee Schultz?
Yes.
Trustee Tim?
Yes.
6 members voting yes, none voting no. The bills are approved for payment. The treasurer's report, there is no treasurer's report this evening. That's right? Brings us to the village engineer's report. He's actually out of town on vacation. What is it?
20th anniversary.
20th or 25th wedding anniversary with his wife, so he's obviously got a good excused absence. So we're going to move past the village engineer's report. Is there any questions regarding engineering? I know that you want to talk about drainage issues in the future. He knows about some of those, or pretty much all of them, I believe, and we'll have a report for you when he comes in at the next meeting.
Okay.
But we are working on those. Legal report, there is no legal. Legal had a conflict this evening. It's a light enough agenda that we don't need them here. Village administrator, economic development coordinator, anything to report?
Nothing to that, sir.
Okay, that brings us to the president's report. We have a number of ordinances and resolutions for adoption this evening. Item number 1 is an ordinance regarding its approval of bids to finance the purchase of a mower for Public Works. We do have Bruce Beal of Public Works here. If there are any questions, this successful rate on this purchase would be 3.4% from UCB. This is for, you want to tell us about the mower that you guys plan to?
It's actually replacing, I think, a 2004 New Holland that we've had.
Say, Brett?
I said 2003, no.
3 is, I apologize, it could be, Brett, I'm sorry. But it's just one of them, it's coming up on 4,000 hours, and it's either replace it or I budgeted roughly $4,000 to $5,000 to go into it to keep it going with items, because it's 4-wheel drive and it's on a lot of the hills, ditches, stuff like that, and it's had a pretty busy life, so.
Yeah, so let me read this to you very quickly. Approving a bid to finance the purchase of equipment for Public Works. One of our mowers went down this past 2 weeks. 2003 New Holland TC40D with over 3,600 hours and will cost thousands to repair. Staff is recommending replacement of this equipment. Sloan Implement is on the bid list for the state of Illinois, of which we participate. Staff is recommending purchase of a new John Deere 304 or 3046 R compact utility tractor with canopy and mid-mount side discharge and front blade with manual angle for a total of $27,210.50. This includes a trade of the 2003 New Holland for $9,500. We also solicited financial institutions to provide best rates for finance for up to 60 months with responses as follows. Winslow State Bank was 4.15%, UCB was 3.4%, Hickory Point Bank was 3.56%, INB was 3.43%. Staff is recommending approval of ordinance 2019-05 to approve the bid to finance the purchase of the John Deere 3046 with what I just said, actually. So is there a motion to that effect to purchase the John Deere 3046R in the amount of $27,210.50 from Sloan Implement? Trustee Long makes a motion. Is there a second? Seconded by Trustee Tim. And the financing is obviously from UCB, the low bidder. That's part of your motion, correct?
Yes.
Part of your second, correct? Okay. Chair, please, or Chair. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Gray?
Yes.
Trustee Hawk?
Yes.
Trustee Long?
Yes.
Trustee Rockford?
Yes.
Trustee Schultz?
Yes.
Trustee Tim?
Yes.
6 members voting yes, none voting no. That ordinance is adopted and the measure is approved to move forward on. Next item is item number 2, and it's road improvement projects. This was also sent to the trustees in your synopsis. Road improvement projects, this is part of our spring summer road repair program to repair the dips in our roads. The amount is not to exceed $25,000 with funds allocated in the motor fuel tax fund and contract let to Broughton Paving and Excavating. This spring letting is dedicated to road dip. Okay, so we're also planning a fall letting to do the road dips as well. But if you remember when we did it in last fall, we did $25,000 for various different road dips in the road. And if you remember when they came out, the quantities shrank because the width of the dips was twice as large when they got out on the project scene. So it kind of limited the amount that we could fix. We're going to do it again as was promised, as was stipulated. So there's $25,000 to do that again, to engage Broughton for essentially the remaining portion of what we already bid last fall and agreed to do. And then in the fall, we'll do it again.
Now, that's not just First Street, right? That's First and then other.
It includes
areas
Old Tipton this
around
time as
Old
well.
Tipton.
Yeah, because we try to go around the subdivisions. and
The worst ones we're trying to.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. That all being said, is there any discussion? Okay, I know you all know about it. So Trustee Long makes a motion
Sure.
to approve the village to enter into a contract not to exceed $25,000 with Broughton Paving to fix the dips in the road. Is there a second? Seconded by, who wants it?
Either.
Trustee Rockford. Trustee Rockford will second that motion. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Gray,
Yes.
trustee Hahn,
Yes.
trustee Long,
Yes.
trustee Rockford,
Yes.
trustee Schultz,
Yes.
trustee Tim.
Yes.
6 members voting yes, none voting no, that measure is approved and adopted. Item number 3, we have, let's see here, prevailing wage rates. This is what we do every year, we have to do, adopt the county's prevailing wage rates for the county. Any discussion? We've done this many, many times, so I don't think there's any discussion. So that being said, would there be a motion to adopt the prevailing wage rates? Trustee Tim makes a motion, seconded by trustee Gray. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Gray,
Yes.
trustee Hahn,
Yes.
trustee Long,
Yes.
trustee Rockford,
Yes.
trustee Schultz, trustee Tim.
Yes.
6 members voting yes, none voting no, that measure is adopted. Item number 4 is the designation of a president pro tem. We need to do this again to be compliant with NIMS and be compliant with basically everything. I'm gonna recommend that we just continue to move forward with trustee Long at this point in time, as we've already done in the past, to be the designated mayor pro tem. Is there a motion or discussion? No discussion, is there a motion to that effect? Adopt the resolution, trustee Rockford makes a motion, seconded by trustee Hahn. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Gray,
Yes.
trustee Hahn,
Yes.
trustee Long,
Yes.
trustee Rockford,
Yes.
trustee Schultz,
Yes.
trustee Tim.
6 members voting yes, none voting no, that measure is adopted. Next item is the designation of a committee for the renovation of Route 66 Wayside Park. We have a couple of guests here. So this resolution will designate 5 persons to serve as committee members for the purpose of coming up with designs, plans, grants, and funding opportunities to pursue the renovation of the historic Route 66 Wayside Park located at the northeast corner of Andrew Road and Business 55. Members to be designated include Mrs. Pam Gray,
Yeah.
who's got an old cruiser in her household, right? I don't mean John. Mrs. Kim Rockford, Mr. Michael Stratton, Mr. Jeff Ladd, he's the Assistant Director of the Illinois Route 66 Scenic Byway, and Mr. Dittmar Walker, who is a resident of the Village of Sherman. You're still that resident.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And he's of the Route 66 Cruisers and, what do you have? What's your car?
I was the treasurer, I'm now just a lowly director.
All right. What do you have, your car?
I have 3.
3, what are they?
I have a 2007 Indy 500 edition Corvette,
Uh-huh.
a 69 Camaro RS,
Nice.
and I just bought a 64 Bonneville convertible with 11,000 original miles.
Wow, very nice. Very nice. So Jeff and Dittmar will, D, that's how I know you. Jeff and D will likely be at the meeting, or, I'm sorry, I'm reading this. So we need to establish this committee, and it's going to be made up and comprised of those individuals. Can we get a motion to that effect? Trustee Hahn, is there a second? Second by trustee Schultz. Clerk, call the roll.
Trustee Gray,
Yes.
trustee Hahn,
Yes.
trustee Long,
Yes.
trustee Rockford,
Yes.
trustee Schultz,
Yes.
trustee Tim.
Yes. Six members voting yes, none voting no. That measure is adopted. I gave you the night off earlier. We didn't know for sure, I thought you might have a conflict.
No, I just knew Grandview was gonna go long.
Okay, so we are on item number 6, and that is, we have to set the date for a public hearing on the fiscal year 2020 budget. State law requires a budget be approved and filed by the end of the first quarter in the fiscal year, which is July 30th of 2019. We'll put the budget on file for, thanks guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For public inspection and information posted in the local paper of its availability. The goal is on June 21st, 2019 with a public hearing. Notification for July 2nd, 2019 at 5:30, right before our regular board meeting. So we could have the hearing as we've done in the past, and then come in and adopt the budget that evening in the regular meeting. What's that?
Public hearing will be on July 2nd.
July 2nd?
And the posting would be, within the statutory guidelines, I believe June, well, it's in June 21st.
So we're talking 5 o'clock?
5:30.
About 5:30? And we'll be posting this.
I mean, it can be earlier if you guys would like longer discussion, but in the past, we've allotted a half an hour and we've been just fine regarding that time frame. But that'd be up to the board. Is anybody, 5:30 is good, 5:30? General consensus, 5:30? Okay, we'll keep 5:30. All right? Okay, so, yeah. So let me just do this, just for the public record. All in favor signify by saying aye for establishing and setting the public hearing on July 2nd, 2019.
Aye.
Those opposed, ayes have it. July 2nd will be the public hearing for the budget prior to the next meeting. Okay, so that moves us out of the president's report. There was no committee and department reports. Anybody think of anything that they wanted to discuss while we were going through this? Nothing. Sherman Police, Chief Banger, anything? Emergency management, I did hear the tornado sirens go off today, so they tested fine. Mr. Moses is not here this evening. Public Works, anything under Public Works that you might have?
No, I just think, I've been working down in the park majority of the time, and the rest of the crew spent 3 or 4 days cleaning up storm damage, and that, I think, did a heck of a job on that situation, getting.
Yeah, you guys did a very, very good job. That entire night, the police department, Public Works, everybody did a great job. Public Works on the follow-up, even police on the follow-up. So it is so comforting to know that we've got, top-notch staff like you guys at the helm that are right there at the, sound of a siren or a call, sound of a phone or whatever it may be. So thanks for your work, and please let the staff know that as well. New business, there's no new business coming before the board, there's no old business, civic organizations, and there's none on the agenda. Brings us to public comment. Do we have the sign-in sheet? One individual has signed in and actually requested to be recognized, so Mrs. Sandra Walden, if you would like to come forward and address the board.
The only thing I wanted to bring up is the fact that in the election information that you, Mr. Mayor, passed out, you said that the general fund has increased by 800 and some odd %, and that the sales tax revenue has increased by 89%. And yet you're borrowing money again for a purchase of another mower. And so I just wanted to point out that all interest income that you make on investments gain is lost with all the interest you're paying on all the loans that you have. So the other thing I wanted to bring up is that since you guys finally took out the dead trees at the end of the driveway here, is it possible that you will concrete that and extend your parking lot, because you have very little parking here for public?
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so that's going to bring us to executive session. So pursuant to section 2C1 and 2C3 of the Open Meetings Act, we're going to go into executive session. So in a second, I'm going to need a motion to resolve us into executive session. Before I say that, let me just say that going into executive session, this is going to be for land purchase. That's one of the provisions here. We are in a land purchase deal conversation regarding a new public works facility. And we are also in labor negotiations, so that will be the other topic that we will be going into executive session. We're gonna stay on this side of the chamber. There's gonna be no action when we leave this meeting. We're not gonna go down to the other side of the building because the air conditioning unit is out. And it's very hot down there. Trustee Rockford and Gray were just down
I'll
there.
look into that.
Trustee and Administrator Stratton. So for the public, you don't have to hang out for us to come back into into regular session, because when we do, we're just going to adjourn ourselves, but we do need to go into executive session to discuss these topic areas. And like I said, you're welcome to hang out outside, turn your car conditioners on or whatever, but we're not gonna go down to the other end because the air conditioning unit is out and it'd be too hot for the board to discuss in there. We're not gonna be in there in executive session super long anyway. I know people have places to go. But having said that, the chair will entertain a motion pursuant to section 2C1 and 2C3 of the Open Meetings Act to absolve ourselves into executive session. Is there a motion to that effect? Trustee Schultz makes a motion, seconded by Trustee Gray. All in favor signify by saying, oh, I'm sorry, it has to be a roll call vote, so the clerk will call the roll.
Trustee Gray?
Yes.
Trustee Holman?
Yes.
Trustee Long?
Yes.
Trustee Rockford?
Yes.
Trustee Schultz?
Yes.
Trustee Tidd?
Yes.
And I'll vote yes, yay. So that's 7 members unanimously taking us into executive session. Chair will have the committee or the board stand at ease until the chamber can vacate and then go into executive session.